First of all, the tutorials which have been prepared almost on the like a questions and answers, and most of the tutorial sessions was having the participations by the student by questioning, and usually in the questions I'll give them the example and with it, which is available or applicable in a real application of life. And I have been also trying to encourage students to talk or participate in a group chat, and I'll encourage them also to answering each other. So if someone has have that question, I'll encourage to the other students answer. And another point which is more interesting, I've been realized that most of the students, they are liking or understanding the topics by presenting the graphical and drawing illustration, which is I've been noticed is very effective. And for some classes that have been done it in a lab, we have been recorded the practical lecture after the COVID-19. So we have been recorded the practical lecture in a lab, and I uploaded for them how we do this practical test, for example, or experimental test, because it was that times during that time it's not allowed to students come to the. Regarding the behaviors of the students where it's not engaged, what I usually make any questions with the example, and the examples, if it's not clarified, I provide them the link of the YouTube to go through it, or I give them like a graphical illustration. Sometimes I use the red pen on the PowerPoint and draw for them any drawing or any necessary graphics that's important. So another things which is I have been noticed is students like to work in a field or in a laboratory because they're really technical or engineering implementation. So because we couldn't provide them the laboratory, so I've been providing the YouTube video to go through all the details if they need it, and if they have any question, they are coming back to me usually by email, or if they don't understand, I told them to go through all the slides of the PowerPoint. They usually send me the email, or in the via Zoom meeting, usually I meet them and I explain for them all the details. Feedbacks for one of my tutorial SFS, some of them in a positive outcomes, they are being very happy. Some of them they are encouraging to having online class, which is a general one. So this is it's regard to the COVID-19. So I don't know what will be happening next, whether we'll be continuing on the online or return back to the schools. And one of them is they're asking to have more interaction and engagement. Actually, for the next tutorial, that what I've done in this semester, I've make it more pause and waiting and asking the question in an engagement way, and waiting for them to have a response and make sort of discussion and interpretation of the subject. So I feel this time in this semester, most of the students was more engaged into the subject, and I've tried to improve it in better way as well, if possible, having like a sort of discussion panel at the end of the subject.